Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The Shahada. We first praise Allah for His magnificence, the Lord who brought all things into existence. May Allah bless Muhammad, His slave whom He sent, calling mankind to worship one God and repent. One day when the heavens are rolled up like paper, mountains will be flattened and turned into vapor. On that day Allah has revealed His decision. Islam will be the one accepted religion. So those who want Allah's acceptance, remember by stating the Shahada, Islam is entered. Shahada is our solemn testification that Allah is one God above all creation. Besides Allah, no one should be called upon, and His servant Muhammad was sent the Quran. This can be stated in any language you pick, but it's better to be stated in Arabic. Ashhadu wa la ilaha illallah, ashhadu anna Muhammad Rasulullah. This phrase makes one a Muslim officially, as long as they don't oppose it openly. Opposing happens when false idols are sought, or when one denies what the messenger brought. Therefore, one does not disbelieve if they sin, unless they permit what's clearly forbidden. To state the Shahada, one must know the meaning and can't be like a parrot, simply repeating, believing. This statement is faith or Iman. Iman is verified by acts or Islam, while faith in acts helps Ihsan, completes the two. That's to pray like you see God or know He sees you. Each adult who trusts what the Quran has to say must state the Shahada and must not delay. When one enters Islam, their utmost concern is to know the beliefs that each Muslim must learn. Allah. Our central belief is that Allah is one with no partner, no father, no daughter, no son. He's pre-eternal, He has always been living. Allah has all power, yet has no beginning. He's immortal, so His life will never end. He depends on none but on Him. All things depend. We don't say He's left, right, east, west, south, or north. He's where He was before mankind was brought forth. Allah existed long before time and space, so He's not confined to a direction or place. We know of Allah's istawa and His throne, but the manner of the istawa is unknown. Allah makes no mistakes and needs no correction. He's perfect without a single imperfection. One thing that all Muslims should know from their creed is that Allah is totally free of all needs. He needs not to rest, for He never gets tired. He needs no provision, He is the provider. He needs no direction, He is the director. He needs no protection, He is the protector. He needs not to drink, for He never gets thirsty. He needs not our worship, but we need His mercy. Allah causes death with no fear of revenge. He easily gives the dead life once again. Allah hears all things and knows what's on our minds. Allah sees all things and cannot be called blind. However, Allah's sight is not like our sight, which requires an eyeball, an object, and light. Allah does not hear the same way that we hear, which requires a sound wave, an eardrum, and ear. Allah also speaks, but His speech is unique, so He needs not a tongue and vocal cords to speak. The point is that Allah is totally different. We only describe Him through His own description. Allah can't be fully grasped with intellect. No matter how much we ponder and reflect, no one can outwit Him. In this we acknowledge He knows all and nothing can escape His knowledge. He knows every action before it takes place. He needs not a body nor limbs to create. He creates from nothing, which no one else can do. He's one God alone. There's not three gods nor two. Nobody can force Him to move or be still. Allah is almighty. He does what He wills. If He does not will, the action will not happen. Submission to this brings peace and satisfaction. The angels. Although we rarely see them with our eyesight, we believe in angels who are made out of light. There are so many angels, we don't know their count, yet some of their names we've been informed about. The angel of revelation is Jibreel. The angel who brings rain is named Mikael. The one who blows the trumpet is Israfil. At death the soul is taken by Azrael. The souls of believers are taken out gently. The souls of the faithless are yanked out violently. Malik guards the hellfire, which burns forever. Ridwan guards Jannah with its gardens of pleasure. When people are in the grave after they pass, Munkar and Nakir come with three things to ask. Who is your Lord and who is your prophet? What's your religion? The right answers you'll profit. If one answers Allah, Muhammad, Islam, the grave will be calm and hug them like their mom. If one responds with answers other than these, the grave will constrict on them and tightly squeeze. We've also been told of Raqib and Atid, the noble scribes who record all of our deeds. One sits on our right side recording good actions. The angel on our left writes down our infractions. You'll see in Surah Baqarah if you look that Harut and Marut are named in the book. They taught mankind magic and man was impressed, but they warned man, don't learn, we are only a test. Wanting to know magic, mankind rebelled. Until this day people are still casting spells. Besides these few names, there are several more features that Muslims must know about angelic creatures. They're not males or females like us human beings. They do not get married nor produce offspring. They don't rebel whether it's private or blatant. It's false that a fallen angel became Satan. Satan is not an angel but a jinn who's created from fire with free will like men. Angels do not have the option to choose. Whatever Allah commands, that's what they do. Angels were made to worship till the last days. They don't eat or drink but are nourished through praise. Some angels protect us until we're deceased. The following things make their presence increase: good smells, good deeds, covering private parts, and remembering Allah with the tongue and the heart. The books. Aside from the one God and angels who shield, we believe in the scriptures that Allah revealed. These books were sent to the prophets from their Lord. The books we confirm are the following four: the Torah, Zabur, Injil, and the Quran. Each book is a guide the faithful rely on. The Most High sent Musa the Torah in food. The Zabur, known as Psalms, was sent down to Dawood. The Injil came to Isa. It's known as the Gospel. The Quran came to Muhammad, God's apostle. While we know Allah sent these books to inform, we accept them all in their original form. 3 of these 4 books have been rearranged. The Quran is the one book that has not been changed. Some books were changed with a wicked intent. Some verses were altered by accident. The Quran can be traced back with accuracy. It's the one book that's memorized entirely. The Quranic sciences that Allah provided help us recite how the first Muslims recited. For Muslims, it's obligatory by law to believe the Quran is the speech of Allah. Just like one can reread the speech of a king, the Quran is the speech of the king of all things. We believe every word in his book and adhere. We even believe the parts that are unclear. We don't interpret what we don't understand. For example, the yad, which some translate as hand. The definite meaning of yad is unknown, so we simply believe it and leave it alone. No book has been revealed after the Quran. Anyone who says there has abandons Islam. The Quran was sent to the Prophet as a guide, along with his sunnah by which we abide. His sunnah is words, deeds, and things he approved. We follow his character so ours improves. The Prophet did not merely speak from his whims. He was guided with each move he made with his limbs. All Muslims must strive before they're dead and gone to follow the sunnah and obey the Quran. Alas, no Ibrahim was also sent pages, but Ibrahim's text has been missing for ages. The messengers. We believe in prophets who receive revelations containing guidance, wisdom, and legislation. They did not become prophets through deep reflection. They only were prophets by Allah's selection. They all reached exceptional spiritual states, and all of the prophets had similar traits. They were honest, trustworthy, and intelligent. When Allah commanded, they conveyed what He sent. They did not tell lies, but they spoke truthfully. When they were entrusted, they fulfilled their duty. They did not hide revelation nor distort it. When given a mission, they did not abort it. Each one was a free man, not enslaved and chained. The message of Allah cannot be restrained. Furthermore, all of them were righteous men who did not commit major nor minor sins. If every last one of the prophets were counted, there would be around 124,000. With prophets, we believe in messengers too. When we understand the difference between the two, prophets continue prior revelations, while messengers bring specific explanations. A prophet could possibly not be commanded to relay the revelation they were handed, yet all messengers were ordered to relay the message sent to them, and they all obeyed. Each messenger was a prophet for sure, but not every prophet was a messenger. It said 314 messengers came. The Quran mentions 25 prophets by name. The first prophet known was also the first man. His name was Adam, and by Allah's command, the angels were made to bow down to our Father. This was the event that had Satan so bothered. While some blame Adam for all of our afflictions, he did not transgress, though perhaps Satan tricked him. Now Idris, also known as Enoch, was wise. He saw things very few have seen with their eyes. He worshipped Allah with truthfulness and reverence. Therefore Allah raised Idris up to the heavens. The messenger Nuh, known as Noah to some, was sent the message that a flood would soon come. He built an ark, then called believers inside, but most people declined and all of them died. Hud from the southern Arabian region was sent to the Ad people for one main reason, to tell his folks to worship Allah alone. They refused, so against them a strong wind was blown. The Thamud people were to whom Salih came. Hud said there is one God. Salih said the same. His tribe asked for a miraculous example. From out the mountain Salih pulled a she-camel, then Thamud mistreated the camel and killed her, so Allah destroyed them, though they were great builders. Ibrahim, called Abraham in the Bible, was given the friend of Allah as a title. He proved his faithfulness in more ways than one. He was even willing to sacrifice his son. Ibrahim and his son built the Kaaba together, where Muslims still worship in all types of weather. Ismail and Ishaq or Isaac were seeds of Ibrahim, and both were prophets indeed. Lut or Lot lived in a land full of sin, where men did disgusting things with other men. Lut warned the wicked people of his town till the terrible rain of baked clay was sent down. Yaqub or Jacob was the son of Ishaq. Yusuf, known as Joseph, was from the same stock. Although he was falsely blamed and sent to prison, Yusuf still interpreted dreams and had visions. Musa, who some call Moses, lived correctly. Allah gave him signs and spoke to him directly. The brother of Musa, named Harun or Aaron, was sent to assist him on his divine errand. Shu'aib called his tribe to have faith and be fair. They refused and perished like they never were there. Ayub or Job gave a great demonstration of remaining patient through tough situations. Yunus or Jonah showed faith and devotion inside the belly of a fish in the ocean. Elias, called Elias, was faithful and true. This applies to Aliasa and Dhul-Kifl too. Dawood, also called David, was a brave king, for he slayed the giant named Jalut with a sling. Suleiman or Solomon, Dawood's son, was one of the wisest men under the sun. Allah is who Zachariah called upon. His son was Yahya, the messenger called John. Isa, known as Jesus, was a righteous person. His mother was Maryam, and she was a virgin when she bore Isa. And with Allah's permission, he healed lepers and he gave blind people vision. We don't use Son of God as Isa's nickname. He's Allah's word. When Allah said be, he became. We don't believe Isa is God the Most High, nor did he get nailed onto a cross and died. Allah raised him and saved him from being spurned. He's in the heavens, but one day he'll return. Finally, Muhammad came as the seal of all the prophets to whom words were revealed. We believe the Mi'raj of Muhammad was real. The night he journeyed from Mecca to Israel. From Jerusalem he ascended up to heaven. He rose to reach heaven till he reached the seven. He cleansed Mecca from all its idols of stone, and he remade the Kaaba for Allah alone. Anyone who says there's a prophet after him is a clear disbeliever, so steer clear of them. Some prophecies are long and others are brief, but of all the prophets Muhammad is the chief. While each messenger had a sanctified mission, the mission of Muhammad was slightly different. The other men came to particular nations. The Holy Quran came for all of creation. Each one of the messengers was spiritual. Some of them even received miracles. Each messenger spent their life warning and preaching, and in the end all of them spread the same teaching. They said fear Allah and worship none but him. May Allah's peace and blessings be on all of them. The last day. We believe in the last day and all it entails. The weighing of good and bad deeds on the scale. When good deeds are heavy, one's joy will not quit. And when good deeds are light, one's abode is the pit. Yet if one's good deeds and bad deeds weigh out equal, they'll go to the Araf with similar people. This place is a wall between heaven and hell, where they wait till Allah judges where they will dwell. Before the flesh rises, soon after one dies. The Barzakh is where every human soul resides. Then when the trumpet trumpet is blown by Israfil. Every creature that is living will be killed. In the grave, wrongdoers with wretched fates will gaze at the grim punishment that awaits. Then all the mountains will be evenly paved, and every creature will be raised from their grave. Those who have doubts about their second coming should know the first time they were brought forth from nothing. Bones will be resurrected, and thereafter all souls will be led to a plane to be gathered. All life becomes dust except humans and jinn. Some humans will wish they were dust once again. The events that occur next will have people shook. One's deeds will be given to them in a book. The blissful ones who obeyed Allah's commands will be handed their book of deeds in their right hands. The people of hell will have their book of acts placed in their left hand, if not behind their backs. Every person will approach the Sirat, a bridge over the fire that's blazing hot. Each human must cross the bridge, but must beware. It's sharper than a sword and thinner than a hair. Some will cross the Sirat faster than lightning. Others will crawl and fall off. Oh, how frightening. The trials of the last day will be hard to bear, but the joys of the last day cannot be compared. On that day, the Prophet, who always lived well, would intercede for Muslims headed towards hell. Righteous Muslims will also intercede on behalf of Muslims who did many bad deeds. Believers will drink from a pool called Al-Hawd, whose water is whiter than milk from a cow. The sweetness of it is like honey, but stronger. Those who drink from it will not thirst any longer. But for the believers, their greatest reward will be when they finally gaze at their Lord. However, the way believers see Allah will not be like anything they ever saw. The people of heaven will be those who gaze, and not those sent to the flames that fiercely blaze. The garden of bliss and the burning inferno both really exist, and both are eternal. We don't say who goes to either destination unless Allah has revealed that information. A person may do wicked deeds all their years, then right before they die decide to switch gears. Another may do righteous deeds all life long, then right before they die decide to do wrong. Therefore we don't state the fate of any person, for on the last day all things will be determined. The exact date of the last day is unclear, but these signs indicate when the time will be near. The sun will rise from the west when the day starts. The Quran will be removed from pages and hearts. The Mahdi will come and Isa will return. People will kill more and show less concern. Ya'juj and Ma'juj will both be released from deep in the earth. There will emerge a beast. Bedouins will battle to build buildings the tallest. Furthermore, the Kaaba will be demolished. Towards their own parents, children will be rude. Women will wear clothes, but still they'll be nude. These are a few of the signs, but there are more. This is a short list to know what to watch for. The last day is certainly coming, so pray to die in the state of Islam every day. Divine decree. We believe in Qadr, which is most commonly translated as standing for divine decree. This means all that happened or ever will happen was written before we can even imagine. Every event since the earth was established was already written in the preserved tablet. The pen has been lifted and the ink has dried. Both the day you were born and the day you will die has been clearly inscribed in the preserved tablet. So we don't seek luck from the foot of a rabbit. And although Muslims believe magic is real, we know magicians lack the strength to harm or heal. They can't do a thing unless Allah decrees, since He owns all the power, might, and majesty. Allah has control over every concern, so the knife does not cut and the fire does not burn. The fire can be made cool if Allah commands, like the flame Ibrahim was tossed in his land. Allah causes every event to occur, and no person can prolong their final hour. A gunman cannot take a person's last breath. Allah brings to life and Allah causes death. Allah wakes us up and Allah makes us slumber. The count of seconds one will live have been numbered. Everything else has been ordained as well, like the number of those who will end up in hell. This doesn't mean one should just give up the fight. Everyone has free will to do wrong or do right. People will be guided to their destinies. Those bound for hell get room to do wicked deeds. Those bound for heaven will find space to do good. Qadr seals the future, not knocking on wood. Some early Muslims define Qadr like this: whatever was meant to hit you will not miss. Whatever was meant to miss you will not hit. So when Muslims go through trials, they should not throw fits. Each trial in life that a person will meet was decreed by Allah, whether bitter or sweet. Regardless if life is chaotic or calm, submit to Allah's will, and that is Islam.